Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Amit Dhakad AI. In the last video, we saw how encapsulations works. In this video, we will see inheritance. So what is inheritance? So you are a person, right? So you are inheriting some features like color, eye color, ear color from your father or grandfather or your mother. So you are inheriting something, right? So this is called inheritance. So similarly, in Python, we have inheritance that base class or child class inherit some features or method from the superclass that is called parent class. Okay. So this is the inheritance. So we'll see like inheritance allow child class or subclass to drive attributes and methods from a parent class or base class. It's enable code reusability. Okay. So you don't have to write same logic twice. So just as you inherit features like eye color or height from your parents, the child class inherit features, methods, variables from parent class. You can also evolve by adding your own unique features or overriding inheritance one. So type of inheritance, we have single inheritance, one class inherit from exactly one parent class. Multiple inheritance, a child class inherit from more than one parent class. Multi-level inheritance, a child class inherit from a parent which in turn inherit from another parents like grandparents. So this is multi-level. And hierarchical, multiple child class inherit from single parent class. So first we will see single and multi-level inheritance. In single inheritance, we use class, child, and parent. In multi-level, the chain continues. So how this chain will continue? So we will see using this example. So we have device, right? So if I have class device, and this is having function called power on. Okay. So this is coming from the parent, like super class. Okay. So you can see this is grandparent because we are inheriting multi-levels. For this one, if we are using phone and we are using device. So for this phone, the device is the parent class. Okay. So parent single inheritance. Okay. Inside this we have power on cell. Inside that we are having call function. So it is printing making a call. So now we have a smartphone. Okay. So this is inheriting the phone. Okay. And this is inheriting the device. So first device, it will inherit it by phone, and phone inherited by smartphone. Smartphone. Okay. So we have inside this power on function, inside this we have call function, and inside phone we have function called browse self, browsing the web. So we are having these two levels, 1 and 2. This is single inheritance. If we are having all three, this is multi because we are 1, 2, and 3. This is the third level. So if I call s equals to smartphone, this will create the object of the smartphone. Now, if we call s dot power on, okay. So what you see, we don't have power underscore on function inside the smartphone. Still, we are calling this one again. We don't have s dot call function. Also, we don't have inside a smartphone call function. We have inside phone, and power on function we have inside the device, and s dot browse, this is the from smartphone. Okay, so if we call this one, so we will see the result. Okay, so you can see it is printing devices noun and making a call and browse the web. So first it is calling this one, this one is coming from super class or grandparent. This one is coming from parent class, and this one is coming from the child class. Okay, so you can continue this chain more, like if you can create one more class and you can inherit it from a smartphone. Okay, So this is the single or multi-level inheritance. Next we have multiple inheritance and MR. A class can inherit from multiple parents. However, if two parents have same method, Python uses MR method resolution order to decide which one to call. Okay. So we have camera. Camera class, it is having take photo cell, collect photo taken. We have music player and it will playing music. Multimedia phone, so it will inherit camera and music player. So now it don't have any class, right? So we're using multimedia phone object. We are creating object MP and we are using take photo and play. So it will play the music. So this is what called the multiple inheritance. So it's called inheriting two classes, right? So we run this one. So you can see it's collect photo taken and playing music. So both are coming from parent, okay? Because child multimedia phone we don't have any function here. We don't have any method. It's just empty class. We are using pass keyword you can see here. But music and camera is having functions. So this is called multiple inheritance. So this is like how we can use MRO that is. Okay. So inheritance plus encapsulations. So this is where things get interesting. How do we access modifier we have when inherited? So we already saw like public, protected, and private variables. Okay. So inherit and accessible in the child class by convention and not directly accessible in the child class due to the naming. So this is what we are learn in the uh, like encapsulation video. So we have parent class here, right? In the parent class, we have constructor function that will take one argument shell, and we have public, protected, and private. Okay, so it is I am public, I am private, and I am protected. Now I have child class that is inheriting the parent class. So we having show data function. Def print self dot public, print self dot protected. Public is accessible from anywhere, protected is accessible inside the class and inside the subclass. So protected it means for this. Okay. So that's why we are able to access here. But if we try to use private print self dot underscore underscore private, it will throw error because this private keyword only used inside the class, not outside the class. Inside class. Okay. And here we are printing underscore parent underscore private. So this we already saw outside the class. We can using we can access like this. So for now, ignore this one. Okay. So we are creating object of child class and we are using object dot sorted. So see what we it will get printed. Okay. So if I run this one, you can see I am public, I am protected, and I am private because we are using this one. Okay. So ignore this one. I will comment this. So I already explained why you are able to see this one. Okay. If you see this one, I will get public and private. And if I try to access this one, we will get the error. Object dot show self dot underscore underscore child object has no attribute underscore child underscore underscore private. Okay. So that's why it would not work. So this is the how protected we use and how the protected means like it is can be accessible in the class and accessible in the child. In the next, we have encapsulation ensure that even if you enter everything, you don't necessarily have the key to the private vaults of your parent. Using super. So the super function is called call methods especially underscore init from the parent class without naming explicitly. So what super function we do? Super will call the parent class constructor. Okay. So if I run this one, we have class here employee, and inside employee uh, we have name and salary, and we have class manager, and this is inheriting the employee because manager also employee of the company, right? So employee will take name, salary. Keep in mind self for any method we are defining inside the class. First argument we need to send as self. Okay? So init self dot name, self dot salary. Manager employee. We are defining a div self name salary department. So for this employee is taking only two arguments, name and salary, but the manager is taking three arguments, name, salary, and department. He super to handle parent initialization. You can see super dot underscore init, name, salary, and self dot department. So when he is aim, manager Alice, salary and engineering. So we print this one. Okay. But what happened if I don't call this one the super keyword? Okay. I will comment this one for now and I will run this. So you can see manager object has no attribute name, right? But if I run this one, you can see Alice manager engineer. Because here we don't have name, right? And salary. These name and salary are coming from employees, the parent class. So we need to use the super underscore init and name. Okay. So this is how it will work. Like we are sending the mm, data to the parent class. But if you see here, we are not passing anything. Like this is the constructor only in the parent class, but in child class we are not calling, right? Because by default we don't have a constructor with any argument except the cell. The child class itself call that constructor. Okay. So this is the uh, we have like inheritance. So multiple inheritance you also see like camera and how we can music player. So this multimedia phone is inheriting two classes, camera and multiplayer. Single and multi-level also be so. So this is called inheritance and how we can use and how this is helped in encapsulation. Okay. So please like and subscribe and share the video. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment section. Please subscribe so it will help me to create more content. Okay. Thank you.